Welcome in, fire signs, to your April 2026 reading. Let's go ahead and take a look at the energies of this month and see what's coming up for fire signs. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. And be sure to check all of your signs, cross watch. Okay, let's see what's going on for fire signs. We are officially in a fire season. We're in Aries season. So happy birthday to Aries. And I'm happy to be in fire energy. I definitely feel like I need fire energy. I've had enough water. All right, so fire signs for April. Well, let's see how you are showing up. And thanks for being here, you guys. I'm Heather with Heather's Healing. 10 of Swords. I like this. Okay, 10 of Swords. So you're definitely ready for something new. You're moving on. I feel like many of you have took a big step. You've made a big change. You've come to the conclusion that you're done being wherever it was that you were. You're moving on. You're ready to stand in your power. That's really what this feels like, standing in your power. 10 of Swords. You can see she's reaching for her broom. Her cat has scared off this perpetrator. She's not going to just lie down and take it. She's done. She's moving forward. She's moving on. And this is a new beginning. Nice. So I feel like a lot of you, and maybe you haven't made a big change yet, but I feel like the energy of April is bringing in that change for you if you haven't already made that change. So let's look at what is the question here? Question, problem. Let's see what comes up. For fire signs, for the fire signs watching this video, April 2026. We've got Temperance here. Nice. I don't necessarily think this is a problem. I feel like this is more of what you are wanting, what you're pursuing, and maybe your question is, how do I have this kind of energy? Temperance it's a more balanced energy. It is not going overboard with anything. I like in this card she has, you can see like there's cupcakes back here, there's a martini back here, there's, kind of looks like an iPad. So you can overindulge in a lot of unhealthy stuff. And then over here, there's carrots, there's water, there's a book. So it's making a conscious choice to invest in yourself. It's making a conscious choice to make choices that are going to feed and nourish not only your body, but your future, because you are ready. You're ready for big things. You're ready to have some fun. You're ready for expansion. You're ready for your world to get bigger. And it does feel like a lot of fire signs, your world for not, I mean, not all of you, but many of you, your world got really small for a while. And I think that was because of overindulgence, addiction, getting caught up in unhealthy relationships, unhealthy patterns, and you're just done with that. So nice. I feel like a lot of fire signs, you've already made that decision. Like you're just not doing that anymore, and you're ready to have some fun. The energy of Temperance, it's travel, it's foreign travel, it's getting to know people and cultures and having experiences that you've never had before. So this is a really fun energy. I also like looks like the cat knocked a cupcake down. That's kind of cute. So Temperance, nice. And this doesn't look like a fire card, but this is a fire card. This is represented by Sagittarius. So think about what the energy of Sagittarius means. Not necessarily a person, but this is a freedom seeking energy. You want to be free. This is being very optimistic. You're seeking out new experiences. You're ready for more. But you're going to go about it in a very balanced way. You're not rushing into anything. All right, so let's take a deeper look at this Temperance card. Why you've gotten here, why this is coming up. I don't know. Let's see. We got the Lovers in reverse. So we're already starting off with 2 major arcana cards here. And I do feel like you guys have made a big change. There's been a big shift here. Probably a breakup. So we have the energy of the Lovers in reverse. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be with a partner, but this is a separation. This is you removing yourself from an unhealthy situation, an unharmonious situation. So you have pulled yourself out of that, or if you have not, in order to have this freedom, this expansion, this peace, this inner peace, this outer peace, you've got to separate yourself from whatever is not bringing harmony in your life, whatever is bringing harm, discontent, disconnection, whatever that is. It does feel like you need to separate yourself from that. And if this is a relationship, maybe it isn't a breakup. Maybe it is just that, just a separation. You're going to give yourself some space from that person, just as a trial, just seeing how things go. So what is it that is keeping you from having freedom? What is it that is potentially keeping you stuck? I feel like that's the question here to look at. And if you're not sure what that is, I feel like that's going to come up for you this month. It's going to become very clear what is working and what isn't working. Because you know what you want. You want to feel free. You want to have expansion. You're ready for new experiences. What is holding you back from that? Let's take a look at your recent past, fire signs, and let's see what's going on over here. Recent past. And again, this doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. This could be anything that is keeping you stuck. So it could be work, where you live, I mean, all sorts of things. So what is it for you? All right, recent past for fire signs. We got the Devil card. Wow, fire signs. I like that the Devil is in your recent past. So this is the energy of this isn't what I normally would say, but this is what I heard. Being owned by someone else. It's a card of bondage. It's a card of entrapment. It is the exact opposite of temperance. It's not feeling free. Maybe initially you felt alive. Maybe initially you felt, you had all this freedom and expansion and all of these new wonderful experiences, but it wasn't real. It was actually something that got you stuck It got you trapped. So maybe if you're having a hard time feeling into what is it that needs to change, perhaps you could look back on your recent past and see where were you being owned by someone else? Where were you, where did you give your power to? You stepped out of your power at some point in your recent past. A lot of major arcana cards here. So fire signs, I feel like not only is this month bringing in a lot of change, but I feel like this whole year is bringing in a lot of change. But I like that this is happening at the beginning of the year because, you know, you can set a completely different way forward. So I like that you guys are willing to make this change. You're willing to look at this, and you're ready to have this energy of temperance. You're ready to have freedom. Wow. So we got the devil in the past, recent past. Maybe that's kind of what tripped you up a little bit. This is also the energy that you are ready to step away from. So far, your whole reading is major arcana cards, so this is huge. Oftentimes, these are energies outside of ourselves that help push us in a new direction. Whether that be, you know, good or bad, I mean, that's up to you. And the Lover's card and the Devil card very much go together because they're talking about a connection. They're talking about a commitment. So it's almost like, what are you committing to, you know? Are you valuing your values? Are you valuing yourself? All right, let's see, what's your mindset, fire signs? What is on your mind? I'm hearing I want to get the hell out of here. I don't blame you. But your energy, the energy representing you is, yeah, I'm done struggling. I'm done with this. I am ready to move on. All right, let's see what your mindset is. We've got the Moon, another major arcana card. Oh my gosh, you guys. This is a great Moon card. Card number 18. We've got the energy of, it's the energy of Pisces, the Moon card, not a Pisces person. I'm just talking about the energy of Pisces, but it's in reverse. So I feel like you guys have had a lot of, I feel like you guys are getting a lot of clarity. There's a reason why you are showing up as the 10 of Swords and you're like, I'm done living like this. I'm done doing life this way. So you've definitely had some epiphanies along the way. I also feel like for some of you, this has already happened, and for others, it will probably come to light this month. But this is deceptions being discovered. This is, you know, whatever this was for you, and it wasn't what you thought it was. And you're having a lot of realizations about that. And I feel like that is going to make it really easy for you to move forward. I also think you are not afraid to look at the lies or to look at maybe all of the little things that you looked over or you chose to not see. You're willing to see it now. You're open to the truth. And I think that's really nice because I feel like that's going to come through for you this month. You're willing to see the truth. Whatever this is, you're willing to see the truth about it. And you're open to it. You're ready for it. You're ready for the truth. You're done being delusional. You're done telling a story or trying to make this seem okay. Whatever that is. Wow, big reading for fire signs. You guys have a lot going on. I love the direction that you're headed in, though. So yeah, definitely a separation here. You're willing to see the truth, even if it hurts. You're willing to see the truth, even if it hurts, because truth is, you've been hurting for a while. You know, you've been, and this feels like silent suffering. You know, for many of you, this could be silent suffering, and you're done with that. You're ready to move on. You're ready to have this freedom. Let's take a look at the near future. Near future. April feels like a pretty pivotal month for you guys. It's definitely going to set the course. It's definitely going to set the course for sure. So near future for fire signs. This could also be just a lot of loss. You could have just had a lot of loss over the past several months, you know, and you're coming to terms with that. Oh my gosh, Aries, for Aries reading, they have the same card for the future card. 7 of Cups. Near future, anything's possible. Anything's possible. It kind of feels like a ... It's like the universe is waiting to see what choices you make before telling you anything more about the near future. I feel like there's so many variables here. That's why we've got the 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups in reverse. It's like a test of your willpower and your determination. How determined are you to move in a different direction? How determined are you to see the truth? How determined are you to stand in your power and move forward in a different way? And that might mean a complete lifestyle change. That might be what this is meaning. Just want to look at some of the energy here really quick. So 10 of Swords, Sun in Gemini, Capricorn, Gemini, Pisces, Venus and Scorpio. Yeah, so how determined are you to make the changes that you need to make? To have freedom and to feel free. Whatever's holding you down, whatever's weighing you down, are you ready to take action? I mean, you're definitely ready to see the truth and know the truth, even though that might hurt. You're ready for it. But for some of you, you may not be ready to take action. And that's okay. Let's look at what is the advice here around this Lovers card and even the Temperance. Let's look at the advice here. Probably, let's look at I want to know, what is the advice on this Lovers in reverse? What is the advice here? Because that feels like that's the challenge. Like untangling yourself, detaching yourself from an unhealthy energy. What's the advice here for fire signs this month? We've got the Death card, another major arcana card. Geez, you guys, This truly is moving in a totally different direction. This feels like one of those pivotal points where there's a before and an after, like, something huge, like take COVID. So before COVID, after COVID, before 9/11, after 9/11. Like it feels like that type of energy. Like it's so profound and defining that there is a before and an after. We've got the card of death. So this is a transformation. The advice here is to allow this change to happen, to sever the ties. You can see the Grim Reaper here is ready to cut that severed rope. It's almost completely detached, but it's that final sever, that final nail in the coffin. It is, and I feel like this is more the determination here, making a choice to move forward. So whatever this devil represents for you, that's what you're moving out of. And the other thing I find interesting here is on the card, you have a door that's completely closed and you have another door that's beginning to open. I feel like this is the near future for you. So it's making a decision that you're going to leave this door closed and you are moving forward. You are done. You're done with whatever this Lovers is, whatever this Devil card is, whatever's been keeping you stuck. And that's going to be different for each of you. So feeling into where did you get stuck? What is holding you back now? What is keeping you from moving forward and having that freedom? That's the advice, is to sever that tie, sever that rope. And I don't feel like it's going to be that hard. This is separating yourself from something, but you've already started that process. I feel like you guys have been doing this for a while. So you're just at that end stage. And if this is a relationship, this is finally making the decision. I'm moving on. I'm not hanging around anymore. I'm not doing this anymore. So a full separation from whatever this is for you. Completely severing that tie and moving forward. Wow, you guys. Complete transformation here. Let's look at the outside influences. What is the energy around you this month? What is the energy around fire signs this month? Outside influences. This could be other people. It could just be the environment that you're in. Outside influence. What do we have here for fire signs? Oh, nice. We've got the Queen of Cups. So you have a lot of supportive energy around you. I like this. You have support. You have people that, and this feels so refreshing. The Temperance and the Queen of Cups both feel very refreshing. You have a support system. So this is really nice. You have people that love and care for you, that have your best interests at heart, and they're willing to help you navigate this transition. So this is really nice. You're in, and maybe that's part of what's going to make it easier to sever this rope, to sever that tie, is knowing that you have the support. You're not doing it alone. Yes, you are the only one that can sever that tie, but you have support. You have loving, caring people around you, or even just a person. It doesn't matter. I mean, you have a really nice support system here. I like this. I love the energy of the Queen of Cups. It's, emotionally supportive. It's a nurturing energy. It's and it's healing. It's someone, and you could even have like physical healers around you. This could also represent, if this is a health issue that you are you're getting on top of, this could be, a doctor, a therapist. You know, it could be something like that too. But nice, I like that. You have a very supportive environment around you. What are your hopes and fears? Let's see what's going on here. Hopes and fears for fire signs this month of April. Hopes and fears. This is a really deep reading. You guys are going, fire signs are going deep. You guys are making some massive change. I'd love to hear, if you are comfortable putting it in the comments, I'd love to hear what changes you are making. This is monumental. Hopes and fears. We've got the Queen of Wands here. I do feel like this card represents you. I love the dragon in the background. I mean, look at her. She has flowers. She's got her cat. She's got her dragon. She's standing fully in her power. Oh, look, there's a little hummingbird there. I've never noticed that before. I feel like this is a hope and a fear. The hope is that you can stand back in your power again. You can claim your power again. You can be that confident, you know, feisty, fun, outgoing person. But then I also feel like there's a part of you that's worried that you won't get that back. You will get that back. So if you've been feeling very out of sorts and not like yourself, and wondering if you'll ever find that person again, you will. He, she is still there. You've just got to, you know, sever these ties and allow that weight to lift up off of you. And the fact that you're not afraid to see the lies, you're not afraid to see the truth, tells me that that courageous person is still there. You are ready to claim this person. And look how bright this card is compared to a lot of the other colors here, especially that orange of that dragon, you know, standing back in your power, getting your creativity back. I mean, all of that. It's all going to come back, so don't worry about that. That is, you're coming back to yourself. Let's look at the potential outcome. Potential outcome for fire signs. Potential outcome for fire signs this month of April. It's a pretty deep month. Potential outcome for fire signs. What do we have here? King of Swords. Nice. I like this. Being very decisive. You're sticking with the facts. You're getting to the truth of things. And having that truth is going to, the sword, it's going to help you sever any unhealthy ties, any unhealthy lifestyle. This is a total lifestyle change. That's the potential outcome here. You're ready to stand in truth, light, and facts. You're done. You're done with whatever this crap was. You're so over it. And it's claiming your power too. And I also want to say, if some of you, if this is a health challenge that you are overcoming, this is improved health with the King of Swords. And there's a lot of mastery that you're claiming. You know, this is a focused mindset. This is staying disciplined. This is having a lot of willpower. You're very focused on your goals, which is great. But there's a lot of mastery here. So whatever the situation is, in your recent past, whatever this is, it's taught you a lot. And that's wisdom that you can offer others once you get on the other side of this. And I think that's really beautiful too. All right, let's go ahead and pull an oracle card to finish off this April reading. Very deep. There's a lot going on for fire signs. And if you'd like to dive deeper into your situation, you can book a one-on-one. I think I also have a couple of video readings you can book if you don't want to do like a one-on-one. but you would just like a reading like this style just for yourself, I think I have some of those up as well. I'll put the links below. All right, so final card for fire signs for April. You guys got 2 cards. So you have the flower hydrangea transmutation. We are all affected by our environment. Hydrangea reminds you to reclaim your power through the transmuting of emotions and releasing of victimization. You not only have the ability to overcome perceived obstacles, you can extinguish them by realizing you can move through them. Oh my gosh, Stargazer Lily, surrender. Aries got this card for their birthday reading. Surrender. Stargazer Lily is asking you to surrender to the unconditional love flowing towards you from the universe. Let down the barriers surrounding your heart and surrender unloving thoughts about yourself and allow yourself to receive. You are always enough. So beautiful energy. Love the purple coming through. Lots of transmuting of energies. So big month for you guys. Huge transformation. I'm wishing you all the best. I hope you have a fantastic April, and I will talk to you real soon. Take care.